We have reminded Mr. Terzi, as a legal registered owner at the time of the attack, of his obligations to report the cyber attack to USAM. We are awaiting confirmation from Mr. Terzi that breach has been reported to USAM.
So Engin Terzi is back in the news once again. But before discussing that, let's talk about Brian Shaw's comment about the strongest arm on earth competition. Before the super matches, there was a tournament which was run by Corey Miller. Brian Shaw praised Corey Miller's effort and his experience in running a smooth and well-organized tournament. Positive feedbacks. Then he thanked the sponsors. He also acknowledged that there were some stressful moments because he was the one who was controlling his Shaw Classic matches, the strongest arm on earth matches, the 5 super matches which were already announced before the East vs West collaboration. But he had nothing to do with the East vs West 19 matches. Despite that, he tried his very best to invite Vitaly Lalitin here and a bunch of other arm wrestlers as well. He contacted Engin Terzi too, trying to somehow solve this situation, but he couldn't, and that was causing him a lot of stress and a lot of headache. It looked like after a long time Brian Shaw lost some money too, but for us arm wrestling fans, it didn't seem to me that the loss was because of arm wrestling. It was because of a strongman. Maybe that didn't do well. Anyways, Brian was happy that he received a positive fan response. He was happy that people praised the streaming quality a lot. There weren't many technical issues, despite one major setback which we are going to discuss further in this video. The setback was the East vs West website crashed during the event. So the European arm wrestling fans, most of them or some of them, I'm not sure about the number, they couldn't purchase the pay-per-view, or I should say they couldn't access the pay-per-view because they may have already purchased it by then. This kind of pissed Brian Shaw off. So we can say that organizing arm wrestling wasn't really a smooth start for Brian Shaw. It didn't go as well as he might have expected it to go. He said that arm wrestling is giving him a lot more headache than organizing strongman competition. I hope Brian Shaw's experience of organizing arm wrestling events improves next year. Otherwise, we may see Brian still compete on the table, but we may lose him as a promoter, and that is something that we don't want. And speaking of the website crashing down, how can we forget the domain problem that East vs West had? Even if we want to, we still cannot forget it, because now there is new update from Global Ethical Hackers Limited Group. So the CEO of this company clarified that the East vs West armwrestling.com domain, it was transferred from the owner Engin Terzi to someone else after its expiry in August. So there were some theories, the credit card theory, saying that someone removed the credit card information. Maybe it was Engin, maybe it was someone else. That's why the auto purchase of the domain didn't happen and it expired. So the guy cleared it out that no, even before that, the domain wasn't purchased using a credit card. So this theory is false. The back order theory is also false, because hosting platform, they confirmed that they don't even have the feature of back order. So it wasn't possible. So since Engin is saying that he didn't authorize the transfer, he was not aware of it. And at that time, which is surprising to me, he was still the legal owner of that domain. If Engin had already transferred them the passwords and usernames and everything that is required to transfer the domain, why was it still under Engin's name? Maybe I'm the only one who's confused about it. Someone please clear this out for me in the comment section. So since Engin did not authorize this transfer, that's why it now becomes a cyber crime. And very recently a new law has been passed by the government of Turkey that these things must be reported to the cyber cell. That's why the CEO of this ethical hacking group, he has already informed Engin Terzi to inform the Turkish cyber security team about this hacking. Otherwise, Engin can be facing some legal issues because of that. So I'm not sure if Engin is going to do that or not, because everyone wanted him to stay away from this whole thing. And since finally he has gone away from this, now we are dragging him into this once again. The CEO of this company thinks that it is going to be very easy for the Turkish government to find out who the hacker was, because the SIM card that was used for the two-step verification to get the code to enter the domain, to transfer the domain, it is from Turkey. And in Turkey, just like most of the other countries, you need to provide a valid ID proof so that it can be associated with your SIM card, so the guy can be easily found out. Meanwhile, the domain is still not under East versus West control because Hostinger placed a 60-day block, no transfers during that period. I'm sure still at least 1 month is left. After that, hopefully East versus West arm wrestling will get it back. So what are your thoughts and predictions about this? Will Engin Terzi inform this matter to the cybercrime department, or will he just chill, keep training, keep preparing for his upcoming competition? And what would you do if you were in Engin's shoes at this moment? Thanks for watching, like the video, and I'll see you again.